four amazing educators, but in particular Dr. Clarkson. I have quietly admired your work for a long, long time, and so I just wanted to publicly acknowledge how much I appreciate the time and energy that you put into students and teachers. All right, so here we go. The supply closet, a magical wonderland at school, where transparency film lives forever. 75 boxes of jumbo paper clips. We wouldn't throw those away. We might need them for a STEM project someday. But buried behind the TI-eaten tubes and crusty rubber bands are thousands of Scantron forms is the one thing that we never dare throw away. The fortress-sized pile of old textbooks. I came across this gem recently, leather-bound, yellow pages that old books smell, and American, which, by the way, is the name of the publishing company, and it's not a patriotic brand of arithmetic. But this book told a story from 1957. Along with telling us what mathematics looks like, it was a mirror of society's power structures, what roles people are expected to play, and who are the doers of mathematics. We are not absolved from the message that these books send to students. Students see their textbook as an incontestable authority. We must look closely at who is visible in the textbook and whose identities are erased by exclusion. Math Practice 3 insists that we engage in this critical work, construct viable arguments, and critique the reasoning of others, where those others are the textbook itself. In language arts, they require critique as college and career readiness. Critique can empower students to push back on the identities in their classrooms, but absent from their textbooks. So, statistics, I'm gonna pick on you, because I loved teaching statistics. It's situated in context, and it's where math definitively meets the real world. Textbooks are not produced in a vacuum. They have real people behind them who create and edit and deem this content suitable for student consumption. How do they reproduce the oppressive power structure that silences those outside the normal distribution? Not in the year 2070 when these are uncovered at the supply closet cleaning event, but today, considering the range of identities in our classrooms, what kind of society does this book reflect to our students? Well, it seems like publishers are going out of their way to make sure that people of color are well represented in stock photos. You know, stock photos, where everyone is very expressively doing one thing. The photos where publishers can make sure that every racial and ethnic identity box is checked. But these people are models, not mathematicians. I mean, can you imagine what the photo shoot was like for this person? But when we flip the narrative and look at representations of actual people of color, the story changes quite a bit. We lose the variety of identities that the stock photos convinced us of. But does this say to our students of color, you are a mathematician? Nah, it says this is a mathematician. We lose nuance altogether, and we make explicit whose voices are valued in the discipline. How do we hand this to our students and expect them to create an identity around being a math person? Shifting over to the language in the statistics textbook, we see the assumption that one's sex matches one's gender. The idea that gender is fluidly constructed and a social identity, while sex is related to biology, is not considered. The issue is heightened by assigning characteristics to these binary identities. What message does this send to students who find themselves on the tail end of these bell curves? Does it say that mathematics is for all? Pushing further, content on marriage, relationships, and families also erases numerous constructions of sexuality and maintains the idea that an approximately normal family consists of one man, one woman, their mean of 1.9 children, and 1.6 pets. Pushing one more time, there's a version of this problem in about every single stats textbook, saying that there's a relationship between gender or sex and the number of shoes they own, and replaying the tired stereotype about women and shoes. Students get negative messages about how they should identify with mathematics everywhere. Their math textbook should not be one of them. And I get it. Oftentimes we cannot choose which textbook gets used in our classrooms. But we do have a say in how we support students in critical reflection of the way textbook positions them as mathematicians and represents them as humans. Allow them the agency to challenge these constructions and create mathematical tools to shape their own